David Aldridge. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Capella sends it back. Pass to Daniel. Back to Young. Daniels with it. And here's Young. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Over to the wing. Reza Shea with it. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Good on the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate.
Johnson outside. Down low. Here's Reza Shea. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Reza Shea does a nice job of drawing the contact on his way up. Now a chance at the line.
And so he makes both from the line. And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Young outside. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Pushing it up. The second effort. And Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Back to Young. Shoots the 3. At the top of the key, Reza Shea. Fires for 3. And that's good. Trae Young for 3.
And that corner 3 isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
Pass to Williams. Williams with a clean look. Johnson with the rebound.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment. That's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. George, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Inside, and then Johnson with the jam.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Pass to Williams. And yes, it's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Riza Shea with it. Now defended by Wiggins. And that one's good. Riza Shea.
And as he gets more experience in the league, Riza Shea will improve the attack.
Now here's Williams. Off target at the rim.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Hunter on the wing. Johnson inside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball with
16.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side, Williams. And he gets the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Riza Shea. Under the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, this is about knowing where to be in these situations. And Gilgeous-Alexander doing a beautiful job getting to the right spot.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Young. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses from close range. The Hawks leading by 6. Pass to Capella. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. For the finish. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander has length, has anticipation, makes a defensive play and turns it into offense.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here's Atlanta. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Wallace outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Young drives in, and he banks in the layup. And it's a 9-point Atlanta lead.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. In the corner, Wallace with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Young. Rebounded by Capella. Atlanta leading by 9. Pass to Young. Here he goes. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up to the stripe. Rebound by Williams.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
To the paint. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
.40 seconds left now here in the second. And the three ball is good. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for Atlanta.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Young. Drops in the layup for 2. Young's got 7 points here in this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now, here is Young. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So it's the Hawks now. 11-point game. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. And he gets it back. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, that one goes in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it back down to single digits for the Thunder.
and this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Bogdanovich. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Bogdanovich. No scoring in this one. Here's Okongwu. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Williams. Thunder trailing by 9. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by the Hawks. They've led by as many as 14 points. On the wing, Wallace takes a 3. The offensive rebound. Pass to Roddy. Back to Okongwu. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Bogdanovich. Sinks the triple. Bogdanovich has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 16 points for him. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Here's Daniels. Rebound by Wallace. Thunder trailing by 10. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Young drives in. Basket counts. Young's got 12.
Carving through the defense with ease. I love watching Young slam on the Jets. Pin knife inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Pass to Rizachet. Johnson outside. Back to Young. Screen by Capella. Here's the 3. Thunder with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yep, it counts.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Now Young. He's got 12. The 3. Again, Young missing.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. So both teams making some changes here. The Hawks leading by 8. It's taken away by Wallace. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Joe can't get it to go. And here's Atlanta. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Hunter. With his first shot attempt. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Good as it goes. And so it's Atlanta going into the break with a 10-point lead. A good size advantage, and they'll
39.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 10. Missed inside.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
There's the pick. Pass to Roddy. Bogdanovich wide open. That 3 off the mark. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 10. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Young. The Thunder pull it in. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Atlanta leading by 11. Bogdanovich with it. Pass to Young. Johnson left side. And the dunk by Capella.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. Now, he was very encouraging toward his guys. He said, look, you're working hard out there, but I need you to keep doing that. Crucial point right here. Give me everything you have, so we can expect intensity out of this huddle. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Young outside. Screen by Capella. Pass to Rizachet. From outside, off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
To the inside. Here's Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Atlanta with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Inside. Capella. Pass to Hunter. To the paint. Here's Young. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Man, this guy can light up the night with his scoring. Hard for the defense to contain Young.
Now Wallace. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good for 2. That's now 26 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Young inside. Rebound by Williams. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Hefty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points here in the second half.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
To the right side. Young outside. Fires from deep. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Young outside. It's Young on the wing. From outside the arc. Atlanta again missing. And Clint Capella is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor.
And here are the Thunder now. 7-point differential. Out to Wallace. Over in the corner, Dort. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Young fires away from outside. Misses the shot. And so the Hawks take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing. I go hard as I can go to win. I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing. I go hard as I can go to win. You talking to again, you breaking the code again. I'm on the road again, we snacking this with them again. This new tricks, you can fold it in. I know they be hating, I still pose. They we on they block like we posted. Been with me on my road to rich. We didn't oversold the load again. Too many plays, been up for too many days. Boy, you a got ways. I get the on my pay, they gon' where you stay. I had to run up them bands when I got out the can't go back, I got too many K's. And he acting bad on the ground, but we know it's gonna happen. It happen in every occasion. Somebody, I be telling my youngest to chill. Check the stats, I do numbers for real. And this ain't no cap, I get money for real. That little boy ain't ran up no commas for real. Don't play with baby, I go million for million. I made it out, but yet I'm still in the field. 500 racks in my years. 10 carat diamonds spit in my earlobe. Superhero baby saving the game.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers playing here in Cleveland. So Cleveland will get the first possession. Outside Garland. Puts up a three. They grabbed their own miss. Pass to Allen. Here's Wade. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Mitchell's shot is good.
And both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
Here's Garland. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Mitchell with the bounce pass. Allen. He doesn't hit that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Garland. Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays and really brings an intimidation factor to the game.
On defense, Minnesota. Pass to Mobley. Allen outside. 6 on the shot clock. The wide open look here for Garland. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And the release for Garland is getting quicker as he gets more comfortable.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
And they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Conley surveying the D. Good D by Mitchell.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
How do you guard that? I mean, Mitchell just toying with the defense.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Minnesota off to a slow start. 6-point game. Here's Conley. A rebound by Mitchell.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
It's Edwards on the wing. 5 on the clock. Baseline Jay on the way. Jared Allen grabs the miss. It's deflected. Garland left side. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. No good from the wing.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And here's Conley outside. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Now Mitchell. He has 5. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Count it.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Garland, that's for 2. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Garland's got 5 now.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mobley with the block. And they get it back. Back to Gobert. Second shot opportunity. And that's good. Lead pass to get it done.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Tries the spin move. And so it's Cleveland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Allen. A rebound by the Timberwolves. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future. Now, that's where you like your shots to come from.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. DiVincenzo with it. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Can't hit from the corner. Here's Strus. It's stolen. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And here's Garland for 3. They get it back. Pass to Mitchell. Fires for 3. Gobert pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's good from long range. McDaniels got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Mitchell. Right to the hoop. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And how about the strength from Mitchell, looking tough and determined on that aggressive take inside.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Oh, here's Edwards. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Outside for Randall. And another three for Minnesota. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
That one falls. Conley's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, not just a jump shooter. Conley is also adept at finding real estate close to the rim.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Conley will go to the line here. Darius Garland picks one up. And Cleveland making a change here. Now, here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Garland. Back to Mitchell. This one for 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 17-6 run. Conley's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 5. To the left side wing. Fires from the corner. Niang, no good.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
Back to Mitchell. Over Edwards. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy... has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Outside Garland. Pass to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. That shot no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Left side, Edwards. Over Mitchell. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Drops in the layup for two. Mitchell's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Cleveland. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Timberwolves leading by 4. Randall with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Right side, Edwards. Oh, Edwards!
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Anthony Edwards.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Gobert. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Here's Mitchell. 13 points in the game. There's the triple. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Now here's Conley. And here's Edwards from the arc. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Gobert, the screen. Pocket 6. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, Edwards is so strong. He'll complete the play unless you wrap him up.
Minnesota making a switch. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Picked by Randall. Driving in to the middle. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Mobley.
Just naturally strong. We've seen more than one defender sort of just bounce off Randall. He's used to it.
On the free throw, no good. And the defense of the Timberwolves, Stan, as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's Randall. He has 7. .105 left in the third. Pass to Ingles. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Wade gets the bucket.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Alexander Walker on the wing. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. On the wing, Mitchell. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 5. Down low. Here's LeVert. Shoots a fader. And that's off the glass and in.
Due to that aggressive style of play on the offensive end, LeVert is kind of just used to contact at this point.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. For the 3. And DiVincenzo is good for 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And here is Ingles. And the call will be against Caris LeVert. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Timberwolves substitution. Number 33, Leonard Miller.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Back to DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Wade with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Right side, Garland. No good with the wing jumper. Minnesota with the ball. Inside, Miller. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Both teams will make substitutions. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Mobley outside. Pass to Garland. Here's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Oh, very solid from deep. Darius Garland hurts you in so many ways.
Conley for 3. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And here's Garland for 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the final. It's a great finish! Oh,
my. Well, you need a bucket? give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Now, here's Mitchell. No good on that one. Timberwolves leading by 5. Back to Edwards. And the shot falls short this time. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Mitchell with it. Conley picks him up. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Now, here's Garland. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Mitchell wide open. Sinks the triple. Mitchell's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Oh, here's Edwards. Angle from outside. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. .105 left in the fourth quarter. Into the lane.
And the unpredictable nature of Mitchell is hard to game plan against, especially when he drives.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from anyone. He embraces getting physical on play-up.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Unable to get the second one.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Mobley a screen. Back to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Garland. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Back to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside, Edwards. 5 to shoot. And he commits the intentional foul. Drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're trailing by 4. And what's their best move at this point?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Good game, bro. You got lucky right there.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ballgame. Here's Garland, and so Minnesota takes the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was.
Good, bro. I didn't finish. I had his ass done. Who was you playing with? Like, I see you like jump too many jump shots.
And I'm free, and I'm getting rich in a I look like low shimmy, he say clean. And the ski get me back on my feet. Feel better when it's earned, that's a fact. Play me, lesson learned, that's a fact. Everybody gon' get their turn, that's a fact. If the job ain't done, I don't wanna hear congrats. Mortal Kombat straight out the pit, that's a fact. Thought I wasn't gonna bounce back in this, that's a fact. The best thing my ex ever had, that's a fact. Only thing with their back against the wall is the plaques.
I don't know, that nigga had quit, so we had to go back. You got to charge your team? Nah, he chose you. Sign you? I don't know. I Maybe y'all just gave me Detroit, nigga. What? Fuck it. I guess so. Let's do this nigga with Detroit. I got Kane Cunningham and a couple niggas.
It's an interconference.
No, he got Wimby Humble.
And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Here's Sohan. Rebound, Detroit. Cunningham drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, I mean, little CP.
He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Now here's Paul.
See, I don't do too much jumping, buddy.
Back to Wembanyama. It's stolen by Duren. Pass to Cunningham.
Yeah, I know. You better get over there fast, though.
With his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
I stay on the gun.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their hand on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep.
Great defense, just quick, instinctive, able to do it on ball as well as help defender.
Can't cash in from close range.
Wow, missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Cunningham inside. In the corner, it's Duren. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And really a combo with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Detroit making a switch. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now here's Paul. To end the run. Outside for Wembanyama. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, some of us argue that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Hardaway. Cunningham inside. That shot is off. Spurs trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance. It saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us. Perfect. Again, the miss by Paul. Pass to Cunningham. .36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Turin.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now, here's Cunningham following the shot by Chris Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here.
First team foul. Substitution of
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Down low. Back to Sasser. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Just 4 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Misses the 3. And so is Detroit with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're...
Hey, yeah. Oh, no, it's the one that the one from Houston is called. But so is it this one? I think it's this one.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a
the Thompson.
We'll see if that changes here in the second.
The twin. One of them niggas
this one here for Detroit.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
Stewart a screen. And the dunk by Stewart.
Super work on the boards. They really want to put their foot down on them now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
Back to Barnes. Shoots over Holland. Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit.
I always try to do it like that, though.
Spurs trailed by 13. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Sasser with it. Jones covering to the inside. And Holland gets it to go. Holland's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pistons.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Sasser gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 15.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Pass to Champagny. Inside. On the basket by Jones.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Cunningham outside. Over Paul. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 6.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Here's Paul. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. Detroit leading by 15. Back to Cunningham. Pistons passing it around. And Duren slams it in.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. .59 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Paul. Looking to get back on track here. Wembanyama with it. Pocket 6. San Antonio again missing.
Damn, my bad.
Now Duren. He's got 8. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. You love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Drawing a terrific pass. Takes so much pride in his
got rid of
to make his teammates better.
Here is Cunningham. He's got 6. Buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Pistons leading by 19 points. Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you can want in a team leader.
Pass to Duren. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Kicks it out to Paul.
He out there.
Now, Wembanyama. Lays it up and banks it in. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Cunningham outside. Wembanyama with the rebound. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 19-point game.
Oh, great anticipation.
So we got a quick speed burst right there or something.
On that shot.
Got that shit beat.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And the shot goes down.
Nah.
8 points for him.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
Cunningham left side. Can we talk about this every night? So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
But I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen
You can't go to one of these schools out here.
Do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Cunningham with it. Chris Paul covering. Thompson in the corner. Jacks up a three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs trail by 19. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Back to Thompson, to the paint. Here's Sasser. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Castle. And the
nice
off
move.
the glass. Castle's got his first points in this one.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
.133 left in the third quarter. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
I guess he can't shoot.
Spurs trailed by 17. Beasley with the steal. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Harris. Missed inside.
Harris.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, D.A., it takes time, but nice to see his development. And the Spurs with possession, trailing by 19. 2 free throws coming up, and they call a shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Both teams will make substitutions. He hits the second from the line. And once again, Coach, the storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Sasser. That's short off the rim.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced him into a really tough shot. Tried to fade away, but just couldn't pull it off.
For the 3. And so is Detroit, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
That's how you feel.
Spurs trailed by 18. G.A., there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
The size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star. Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
So you got me good.
Pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Harris. Out left to the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson.
What?
Back to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
One thing I really like about Ausar Thompson, he's a T-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
And Cunningham with the block. Back to Jones.
How tall is Cunningham?
Goes up again. And it doesn't
I need
even
like 6'8".
draw line. Detroit leading by 16. And here is Harris. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Duren. And Jones pulls it down. And the Spurs with possession. Rejected by Harris.
Hey, it's calling you how good.
Long arms there.
It's still kind of cool.
Opponents gotta be mindful of
Harris's
defensive capabilities.
Cunningham looking it over. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
Well, their shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
I will never play again.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Paul. Back to Sohan. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Harris.
On the screen and roll there, that's just really advanced CP3. Really unparalleled instincts and timing.
Pass to Cunningham. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
On the way, Harris. Duran down low. Puts up a 3. And another shot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play for him.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
Pistons leading by 20.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching
14 rebounds.
Play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Duran.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Here's Sasser. Collins with some nice D. Jones drives in. He shoots again. And the layup good by Collins. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Sasser with it. Pass to Fontecchio. To the middle. Here's Stewart. Back to Fontecchio. Shot clock at 2. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Now Sasser. Here's Holland. There's the 3. Collins grabs the miss. Going inside. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's it.
Yeah, we'll be on 8 points.
Selected.
You want to play? Alright, nigga, I'm gonna run through a couple more niggas this year. I'm pretty good at this shit, though. That's what I'm playing. We got the Grizz. Hey, I want to play with them. I got to be. I can go back though, Ken. Nope. Yeah. How much time?
The thing in overdrive. If you don't do something, nothing happens. Are you selected?
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. So the Nuggets win the tip. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down hard.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Who's that?
Greg, with how
basically, yeah.
John Moran is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already
Christian Braun, that nigga called. He comes from Kansas. It's his second year. He's starting now.
Full health.
He doesn't get the second one. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the
rest
of the team.
He's
a fallback option whenever they need him.
Second shot opportunity. Over to the left wing. Tries yet again. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Here's Denver now. 4-point game. Here's Westbrook. And he drops in the way up off the glass.
I love the power behind Westbrook's finish. He
just
clears the defense in his way.
Morant drives in. Bucket is good. And Denver has possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. I briefly spoke with Michael Malone. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Here's Morant following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Jokic with it to the paint. Stolen by Jokic. Here's Morant. Goes back up. And it's
a problem, though, I tell you that.
Morant's got 6.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant.
You can't play no damn defense.
This type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Out to the right wing. Jokic, no good.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Here's Morant. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Westbrook. Denver leading by 6. Porter, no luck.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Outside, Payne. Offline with his 3. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Outside Westbrook. The Nuggets with another miss. The Grizzlies trailed by 6. And you look at the Grizzlies defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
So here's Westbrook following the score by Memphis. Here's Jokic. Over Edey. Jokic, no good. Morant, left side. Banked in off the glass. He's got 10.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
.40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Westbrook. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Here's Jokic. Floats one up. And it's good on the layup.
And the teardrop coming from a 7-footer. No one is stopping the Joker there.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jokic. So far in the game, he's 0-2 at the line.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%? Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. you look at the great coaches, what are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 6 points.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
The agility, the athleticism. Morant sometimes, I don't know, he just seems unstoppable to me.
Hey, how you blitz on this hoe?
Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Here's Jokic. Over to the wing. Inside. It's Clark with the rebound.
Good.
Back to Jokic. Changes up.
This is great.
Altama with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. Here's Clark. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jokic a screen. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And going vertical. Murray's one of those guys with that sneaky athleticism.
And it's sent back by Jokic. Murray outside. Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
The Nuggets lead by 3. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up.
Hey, how you blitz on this hoe? Blitz. Trap. Look at that bronze thing. Look at that bronze thing, my boy. Another one. I feel like the world against me and think I should never win. Can I stop it, pocket profit every time I push a pen? But I do not push a pen. A pen and the pen that imprison all my kin and my partners and my friends. The politicians that sponsor the prisons that they in. That the group the past, the former, current, and ex-president. You can quote it like I wrote it, signature by Michael Mann. Swear to God that I go hard and that's the hardest. I heard he say something about Trey. That's all I did here. I'm gonna beat his ass. Saying. Alright. You trash. I can't hear you, bro. Alright, fuck, nigga, you trash. Oh, nigga, I don't know. I had white days. You told me to change it.
Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K.
It's all good. I'm in the great.
Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We have a
play basketball, nigga.
Where the Celtics will square off. And the basket by Edwards. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on White. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skills. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
And Minnesota has possession. Following the bucket by the Celtics. Pass to DiVincenzo. Clock at 4. Shoots from the line. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. Worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Outside Tatum. It's up a 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
You got to D-up Tatum from deep. He's got that kind of range.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
Defenses struggle with Porzingis in the paint. I mean, he's able to shoot right over most defenders.
Right side, Edwards. Will it go? Reed gets the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Tatum. .146 left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Takes it inside. It's good. Tatum's got 5 now.
Really hard to slow Tatum down on his drive because he's relentless. I mean, he's going to finish whether somebody's in his way or not. This guy's a load offensively to deal with.
And Reed throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
That's to Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. Screen by Porzingis. Shot from the top of the key. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really hard to guard Porzingis, especially when he's moving like this in the screen and roll.
46 seconds left in the first. Edwards. Inside. The three. Excellent D there from Holiday.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Tatum's shot is off. Timberwolves trailed by 5. And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Reed throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And so it's Boston. In.
The Timberwolves. 10.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
To me, it's been the ball move. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And stolen by Miller. Over to the wing. Here's Conley. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Conley's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Minnesota. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. Now, I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe it. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's Miller in the corner. Traps in the tray. Miller's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Back to Tatum. No good from outside. Timberwolves trailed by 5. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Outside Conley. Back to Alexander Walker. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Minnesota with the ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Yep, that one goes. Edwards got 5 now.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Holiday looking over the floor. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And that's 10 points for Porzingis. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Brown inside. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Outside Tatum. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Screen by Porzingis. Brown inside the line. Second chance shot. And Porzingis with the lay-in. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
No substitute for hustle and hard work, and Porzingis getting the bucket because he put both into effect there.
Conley with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Tatum. The flush by Tatum.
Tatum, like most players, is best when he's aggressive and attacking the basket.
Out to Conley. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Boston leading by 3. Feeds away. Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Edwards with it. He's picked up by White. Now here's Edwards. He's got 7. Left side, Brown. With 1 on the clock. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics out in front, up 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so White will bring it up for Boston. It's a 3-point game. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
And it's Brown missing. Timberwolves trailed by 5. Outside Edwards. Top of the key, McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 for DiVincenzo.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Here's Tatum with the drive.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Outside Edwards. To the wing right side. Pass to Randall. Over Holiday. Randall no good. Boston leading by 5. Outside Holiday. Brown outside. Gobert pulls it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. For 3, Edwards. Porzingis with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy.
White, wide open, he fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Well, he might not be a pure shooter, but he's a very steady one. I like that they're getting White something in rhythm here.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Substitution on the
Timberwolves trail by 8. They could use a bucket. It's not going to go for it. And the Celtics with possession here. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
A nice shot by Brown.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
For 3, Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics leading by 7. Outside Tatum. Off target from outside. So it's the Timberwolves now. Edwards looking it over. Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy... any room to operate.
1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Porzingis. The Celtics with the lead. The Celtics working the ball around now. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Now the Timberwolves with it. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
At the elbow, it's Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Now Conley from the arc connects from three-point range. Conley's got 5 points so far. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Celtics lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we...
37.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Ingles in the corner. And here is Conley. Out to Edwards. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And the dunk by Tatum.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pass to Ingles. Down low. Here's Alexander Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 3. Pass to Reed. That misses, and a chance to tie it there.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open-looking space there.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Conley into the lane. To the inside. To the paint. And stolen by Horford. Tatum with it. Outside, Horford. The kick out to Tatum. Pass to Hauser. 5 to shoot. A 3. They get it back. Outside Tatum.
Damn.
No good on the triple. Alexander Walker up top. Outside Conley. Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. 6 to shoot. Now Conley. Back to Reed. To tie it up. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Leave it tight.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Tatum looking around. Trying to end the drought. Can't hit from in close.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe he'll pass first mentality at this point.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
Yeah.
Now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during break. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Thank you, David. Celtics leading by 3. Outside Porzingis. To the middle. Out to White. Out to Holiday. Down low. Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
That one good for 2.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
Outside Holiday to the inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Minnesota with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. There's 49 seconds left in the game. And the wide open shot from Reed. Good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Inside. Tatum. Reed with the rebound. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Outside Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. No one near him. Reed misses. Outside, Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum.
I'll do it.
Shot at a chance,
Nigga,
but
baby.
no good. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They
So-
break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton
I
of
should have
pride
made
in. I mean,
Fans, eh?
Give me the rhythm and me mash up the dance.
That was a good game, though. Nah, I won. About one. Shit, how you get out this hoe? Out of this.
City on the screen until the poppy stop. Creed, watching all the rackets.